tell you what's going to happen on December 19th. There is such a geomatic storm going to happen between the sun solar flares and the weather machines that are going on, and we are going to have a deep freeze across America. For 7 days, 7 nights, we're going to have snow bigger than flakes the size of your hand. People are just going to freak out and probably will lose about 50% of the population. Most people are not going to survive because they're going to freeze to death, and the other half are pretty much going to turn on each other. So if you wanted a civil war, what an easy way to come about. This is going to happen 7 days, so 7 days from the 19th is Christmas.
I think it's cold now. Just wait. It's going to get worse later this week and really the rest of the month because of several waves of Arctic air moving down into the north central and northeastern regions of the country. It's all because of a displacement of the polar vortex, but what that means for you is very cold air, even record challenging cold in some areas. Let's talk about how it plays out this week. So it's a dip in the jet stream and a cold front moving through, which does mean snow for some of you, but the bigger story here is the cold. I do want to point out we could see some snow squalls while the snow amounts are not that high. But let's talk more about the cold. It's Wednesday into Thursday. So when you wake up Thursday morning, some of you are going to have temperatures below zero. Yeah, we're already at that point. The record challenging lows start in Iowa Thursday morning, but don't worry, more of you get in on the record challenging lows by the time we get to Friday in the Ohio Valley and into the Northeast. Let me give you some examples. Fargo, North Dakota, Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to start out with temperatures below zero, but by the time we get to the weekend, even your high will be in the single digits. We have single digit lows in Minneapolis and Chicago. In Chicago, you're actually coming close to a record too for Friday morning. And while all of this starts out in the northern plains, it does move through the Ohio Valley and then eventually into the Northeast. So everyone gets in on the cold. But like I said, this is only the first round of Arctic air pushing down. Our long-range team says we'll get more rounds over the next week and the week after that. So really much of December, we're just going to keep getting colder with the coldest air of the season so far.
The Simpsons predicted that United States faces the harshest winter ever recorded. In December 2025, the temperature drops lower than anyone has ever seen before. Snow starts falling endlessly, covering everything in sight. Soon the snow piles rise higher than doors and windows, trapping people inside their homes. The icy air hurts to breathe. Families try to dig their way out, but the storm only gets worse. Cars stop working as their engines freeze completely. Roads vanish under deep snow, and even snow plows can't move anymore. Emergency workers are stuck too. Ambulances can't reach people who need help. Families start worrying as food and water supplies run low. Heaters run non-stop, but houses still feel freezing cold. Water pipes burst, and some people even burn old furniture to stay warm. Power lines fall under the heavy snow, cutting off electricity across entire cities. Could America survive a winter like that?
I was asked a question. How do you stay warm in 20 below zero weather without electricity? I've answered this how many times, but I'm going to answer it again. You bundle up, you wear more than one pair of wool socks. You wear a hat so that the heat stays within the body. You set up a tent inside your house in the warmest room in the house. If you have two-story like we do, you set it up upstairs. You get space blankets. You wrap yourself in those. They're very inexpensive. You take a can of Crisco, put hopefully a beeswax candle in the center of it, light the candle, and let it heat up. Put that on a slab of some sort, unburnable surface, maybe a plate, so that it doesn't burn down below. You're going to be mighty toasty. Winter is upon us. You do not want to burn wood. You do not want to run your fireplace. There is a high probability that the grid is going to go down this winter. I watched briefly the reasons why that's a high probability. And one reason is that it was not designed for the load that we have on it currently. And the load is increasing. All the data centers, it is using so much power. So, listen up. Listen up. Get yourself a tent, space blankets, Crisco, beeswax candles, maybe some bricks, flat bricks, square bricks, matches, and get set up so that you can stay warm this winter.